Welcome, my lovely dears, to another soothing session of sunrise and sunset. When last we left off, our glorious heroes had their chat with the Golden Mother after killing a nasty shadow of abyssal corruption pressed forth from her form by Hagen's holy light. And thanks to a resounding triple crit, actually got to have her in the fight, stealing a number of the powers away from the solo you're currently in contest with. But that was basically what you got up to. It was a lot of conversational occurrences. The Golden Mother will happily purchase herself an Anai. I'm sure that won't come to anything at some point down the line. It's okay.
Listen, there are many people that would happily purchase me.
This is true. And then you made your way out. The destination of Hunter's Hill. At last, you can make it to the very first divinity objective placed on the map. And since the campaign's beginning, since its very genuine beginning, Hunter's Hill was the very first one where you were like, are there anything? And then Damsa goes, yeah, over here probably. I'm not sure how long of a time ago that was in game time, but probably quite a while. Ralu, Maive got another wife by attachment to them getting Manta married with Ralu in the form of Tally, the bully bimbo, big-titted manacle. I feel like that was that.
So is she coming with us, Stray, or is she still like going to be staying with the Manticores?
At the end of session, we didn't because we did the in-betweeny thing. So, Raleigh was gonna keep her with us keep the group with us for a couple of days before just sending them home.
Okay.
So, at least hang out with her friends and her sister and her new wife for a couple of days before they're all gonna fly home, and they're gonna keep watch over the Forbidden Sanctum or whatever, and her sister's gonna go and do engineering things.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, my voice is shot.
We
That's
noticed.
fine.
It's
Drink
okay.
water.
Also, I thought it was a different mic, really.
No, I've just been coughing for like 2 days straight.
Damn.
Must be some strong ass weed.
I wish I liked weed, but I do not.
Bridge behaves. She doesn't partake with the devil's kush, Satan's bush.
Just makes my tummy hurt.
Devil's lettuce.
The stummy. Yeah, but we pick up now, halfway on your journey to Hunter's Hill, with something that has cropped up on you. A surprise event, unexpected occurrence. Take you to an interesting spot. As you pull
Some
up,
motherfucker.
Dungus.
as you pull up on what appears to be a large number of craters where the sand around here has been blasted, cracked, and blackened by the impacts of what could only have been falling of meteorites, and contained within most regularly gems and precious metals to be collected for all to enjoy. There are a couple of people already picking through one of these closest craters, carried, well, more of just a hooded wagon held up in place while they're at work, but they have paused to watch you all approach and disembark. There are plenty of people on your ship. In an effort to not get things particularly clustered, the Manta crew is chilling downstairs, having drinks and food. They are also entertaining the various curiosities of the tiefling ghost, who has plenty of questions to ask about other parts of the world and they in particular are more than happy to tell her about the Golden Mother's glorious great oasis. What do you do as you disembark and see that they're just chilling? And there is a particularly large dromedary hitched up to their wagon.
Oh, a dromedary.
It is
I
a
suppose-
large camel. His name is Dungus.
I
Done.
love him unconditionally.
I suppose we approach and see just what they've been managing to find.
Indeed. I do find it hilarious that a lot of people go, oh, it's a camel. No, that's a dromedary. There's like one. Camels have two.
Frick. Indeed. And as you step out here, having yourselves a little look around, would Brienne be here? No, she'd probably be on ship as well, just chilling, partaking in the conversation. She probably got along quite well with Ghost, considering they've both been around for a very long time. Shadow as well, the elven thief, is just very excited for a chance to now be in civilization and away from you adventurers doing dangerous adventure things.
Oh yeah, how's she taken the Golden Mother situation?
I don't know that any of you have, gone out of your way to ask.
Fair enough. Something to do
She's probably
after this, I suppose.
Yeah, she's probably not voiced that thought out loud. Probably has some complex feelings on it one way or the other, but yeah. You guys are adventurers, so
Yeah.
she wasn't going to get involved in your discussion about what a wish is or how a society like that should function or does function.
I do know for a fact that we're probably gonna have to give some juice to Hagen after this.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, that big
delicious,
shark.
a little delicious snacktuary.
Yeah, the big shot from the mirrors.
Or something.
Potentially, but
We're going off to find a new shard. I don't think we need to take one from the mirrors.
That
Yeah.
too. That's for.
a warning as you step out here, you are stepping on like scorched sand. It's basically obsidian you're walking across, so you have to be quite careful not to step on a particularly large fractured chunk and find, shards of hot black glass in your feet.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
Good
Kaz
thing I'm
takes
not
one
big
step
and
on
fat.
that and just unfurls his wings, does a flappy.
Yeah, you're not wanting to worry about stepping on the forbidden Lego.
Forbidden Lego.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to do against that, so I'm just gonna be taking very slow steps very carefully.
Aren't you wearing like heels?
They're pumps.
Yeah, that's still.
She's
concentrated smaller area.
she's incredibly good at walking as well, so it's fine. Yeah. Could you guys give me a perception as you approach?
Always.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that the berobed gatherer. Wow, shit. The berobed gatherer is now like trying to quite quickly scoop up the gems. I'll give you a little old zoom in.
Well,
Nice.
Oh.
Mhm.
That was very cultic.
It's definitely not cultists. They're just a strange individual.
How's it
And at
going,
the same
weirdo?
Time,
Hello
your
there.
keen eye for danger is just something is telling you that you're in a dangerous place.
Oh,
The
we're about to
hairs
fight
are
a
up on the
Starfall
back of
beast.
that little neck of yours.
Well. Hello there, friends.
Look over her shoulder, confused as you back up, and grabs her gear. The merchant on the wagon will spin themselves around, hop off to look at you properly. Are we friends?
I'd like to believe so. I don't have any reason not to think so.
You're
Some
not
shit,
going
wait.
to lay claim to our claim?
No,
No,
you
but
all
there's
got
something
it.
else here. There's something else here.
What makes you say that? There are certainly gems. All beasts in the area have run away from here. The Starfall has quite successfully shown them off. And
Yeah,
even
but
insects in the area have survived the blast of the glass.
see, this day and age, things kind of come with the starfall sometimes.
The merchant will glance to his gathering companion, who will withdraw what seems to be like a bone knife handled stave from which hangs a series of black and purple feathers. The gatherer tilts her head and turns to the merchant, muttering something that you can't really make out from a distance. The merchant spreads his hands at her and then shrugs. We have yet to detect any kind of danger around here. We are of the understanding that there was danger further from here. A great spire of black in the distance. It's not the same as this, though. He'll tap his foot on the ground, kicking up some of the crunchy obsidian.
Yeah, we broke that, but
You broke that. That is an interesting thing indeed. How does one do so?
Don't worry about it. What it is known as gone now.
He makes a gesture briefly with his hand and shakes his head. Dark times indeed. Well, far be it from me to take your warning not entirely into account, but we will continue to make our claim. This is enough quality material to last for, well, goodness, at least my generation. Probably not my companions.
Let me just. You know, a perception to try to see, like, if there's. I don't.
Perception
Even if
has already
there's
been
sand,
made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you didn't even make one, so.
Really. Come on. All I heard was like, okay, I'm gonna do one, and then I heard crit. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. I still told everyone to do it.
Okay, well, do about that.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
you ain't gleaning anything yourself. Look, we will be continuing our work here. How about we leave one of the largest ones for you and you continue on your way? I'm sure you have big important things to do, kicking over Evil Obelisk.
You got anything for sale?
No, we're out here gathering. I will have things for sale in probably a month when I have liquidated these funds. You could, I suppose, buy the rights to these craters from me right now. However, I will be charging 1,000 platinum pieces.
Scott, can I try and detect magic in this area?
You may. You can make an Arcana test.
Okay. I shall do so. Hey,
Ooh.
crit.
You detect hella magic. And it would be necrotic, illusion, and stun as the keywords.
My
In
actual
the
plural.
in the area around you. Not on these two in particular, but definitely in the area around you.
Odd set of keywords there.
Well, how about it? We will cut our day short and leave if you have 1,000 platinum.
was that what Anai said, or
No, they're offering like for us to buy the rights to these creators
Hmm.
for 1,000 platinum. I'm saying a weird set of keywords since I did the detect magic.
right? Okay, so Anai's not saying anything about what she detected, though.
Not yet,
Okay.
unless someone like inquires like what those keywords are.
Cass is just gonna like put his hands up. I'm not trying to shake you down for your claim, friendo. I'm just warning you that there's something out here, and it's probably pretty dangerous.
Ah, well, if it is dangerous, perhaps you will do us this service then. We will leave the gems and the ores For 1,000 plata, you can have all of these dangers for yourself.
I don't want the dangers. I don't really care about the gems all that much either.
Oh, well then, we will continue our works and risk any dangers.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Can everyone please give me an insight?
You got it.
Sure can.
Crit.
Oh, for crying.
That's Cass's second crit on a.
It's 2 for 2, baby.
Yeah.
Good cat sock.
Insight, you say. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get the sensation that this gatherer here is performing an act of concentration on something. You can't tell exactly what it is they're concentrating on. They're not in range to be, like, arcanically jujued out, nor did you see any kind of initial casting in the first place. But Cash, you can see that whatever they're concentrating on, it's starting to tax them. Whether they're saying that to their companion or not, though, is another matter.
Is it the merchant or the gatherer who's concentrating?
The gatherer.
Okay. Cass is just gonna scoodle up to Anai. I think that gatherer lady's concentrating on a spell. Got any idea what?
You don't have a way to tell without being either a lot closer or having seen the spell being cast to try and figure it out.
Not without being a lot closer, but in the general area here, I detected the necrotic illusion in stun.
Skow, I
somewhere.
attempt to disbelieve.
Alright.
18. It's a save, so I can't actually knack it, but Mive can throw a guidance on me.
Remember, you still also have a free 1d6 to use whenever you want.
You do. You all have
I
a
do,
floating 1d6.
But I'm not going to use it on this. Get a
Well,
19, though, which is pretty fucking good.
A 19. Very well, then. When you disbelieve the surroundings around you, the floor remains cracked and broken and jagged with obsidian, but the craters do not look nearly so full of gems or quite so promising of riches. That's only halfway correct. They are still full of gems, but those appear to be clinging to the manes of great armored beasts. The one closest to the gatherer over there has its head down, and you can tell that it is being kept in some kind of state of sleep. It has not become alert and aware. Bad news is that you guys have offered no such protections and have stood out into the middle of all of this. There are a large number of creatures around you, a large number of them, and they have turned their attentions on you for sure.
Guys, there's a bunch of monsters in those critters. We need to get gone.
Oh, damn.
Masika, don't stand next.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
As you say that, presumably out loud and to your companions, you realize these creatures can hear and understand you as they all stand up. No one has to disbelieve anything as their glamour is dropped. This also has the effect of surprising the gatherer and the merchant and the dromedary, who all have a momentary freak out. Whatever spell the gatherer was concentrating on is suddenly broken, and she looks perplexed at what it is that she was apparently keeping under wraps.
Wow. Oh, they're smart. Oh,
Oh, dear.
God.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a bunch of furries and a dragon. Two
Sweet
dragons.
mother of fuck!
I told you!
Perhaps you should have whispered that before just saying it out loud, Cass.
I was just talking to you, bitch. Look, giant dragon things, we don't want none of your business. We're just leaving.
Feast! One of them growls at you in like a hitched, sort of crackly voice, as though the rocks that make up a lot of their body are being crushed together to vibrate the sound of speech from them.
Dude, I didn't take anything and I said I didn't want
Oh
your
my God.
stuff. Leave me alone.
Feast!
Oh, feast.
Yes, he's saying feast.
You
not
can eat
feast.
this ass.
Feast. The
No,
ground
jeez,
beneath you
Cass.
Does
tremors.
anyone really want to go first?
I'd like to not be going last when I'm surrounded by fucking dragons.
I can do
And
that.
what's your
Let's swap initiatives.
Hell
Favor.
yes.
Ah, damn.
Henry, you're fine.
I was thinking. No, I was thinking about dropping some spells, but sure.
Okay. Now then, your ship is right here, and your ship has people on it.
It does.
Yay.
Obviously,
hooray.
mobilizing a fighting force is not going to happen right now. That is too complicated. It's also a lot of tokens and might ruin things. However, the ship being right here means you have access to some artillery.
That's good.
Let me bring it up. The sheer luck can perform the, let's see here, stick it to them. To say those ballista attacks.
I love the alert feat, plus adding prof to my initiative.
Yep. Man. So yes, at the 20 position, I will that set your artillerist. He is functionally your lair action.
Do they get 2 strikes because there's 2 scorpions?
Yep.
Cool.
One of you guys has the ability to edit and like use this. Yeah, it can be edited and controlled by all players. So yeah,
Yep.
one of you can make those attacks. So I don't have. Cass. In another world, you were completely dumbfounded by its roars of hunger. But in this world, you are first to act.
I am. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Go over here and stab this thing in the asshole. Get away from my ship. Where it goes and eats my fucking... Okay, I guess I can move, that's fine.
Well, no, I'm just putting it into an actual space now. It was in the center of the
Okay.
a comet that did like a crater.
So, I was told there was necrotic magic afoot here, so I'm not gonna use the necrotic weapon I have. Let's go with the old Blade of the Rising Sun. Turn on me buttons. And... Stabberino. Crit!
What
Oh,
the fuck is wrong with you?
Yay!
We talked about it
Smite,
in
smite,
SBS channel. They
smite!
told you, like, he just
Oh
abnormally
my
lucky with
God.
dice. And
Yeah.
What
Go on
the
then.
fuck?
Let's see. Actually, let's make this second level smite. So it'll be.
Why not?
You can have all those
Jesus.
numbers.
Alright, with 77 damage, you dig deep into this thing and crush something vital. You watch as its leg comes away from its body and it collapses in a heap, roaring and snarling angrily as it goes. It gets to make one attack before perishing.
Woo!
Good luck, Gem Beast.
Well, it's got disadvantage at least because Masika's right there.
Attempts to hit you with disadvantage. A 12 is not going to hit Cass, and it is dead. Crunch.
Tank gonna tank.
Collapsing into a heap of probably quite expensive looking shards of glorious, like, deep, rich purples and almost shimmering black opal. And a not small
Pure
amount of
excess.
meteorite iron.
Yay!
ooh,
oh, those gems are hella magic. I'm gonna need to study those later.
Cass is just gonna like
meteorite iron.
turn, look at the thing that was growling at him. I told you to leave me alone, motherfucker.
It just shows off a lot of gemmy teeth and snitchy snitches with his big old fucking claws. Artillery turn. Pick a target. Make a couple shots.
I'm gonna suggest we shoot at this one.
Yeah, I
Either
was gonna
that
say this guy
or
down
the
here.
one next to the Gatherer.
I'm gonna be honest. My ship is more important, I think, than these random merchants and gatherers.
Alright, then let's plunk 2 shots into that thing. Thunk, thunk. Crit!
There's two.
Fuck you!
What the fuck?
There's 2 of them down here anyway. There's like this.
I
one
mean,
here
yeah,
and
one of
one
them's
there,
probably gonna
so-
eat the fucking pachyderm.
A sizable couple meaty chunky
There's
hits.
an elephant?
Dromedary, not pachyderm.
I know what I said.
Alright.
You said something about an elephant.
What?
Let's see.
Yes. Well, Savin said pachyderm, so.
No, didn't?
Oh boy, here we come with the dragon.
Let's crump up to here. And give me a wisdom saving throw, please, as you are targeted with not all that glitters.
Blast 4. So like, what? Where's the blast?
Presumably
That's
right
blast
there.
5.
Haha!
True. Alright, Scott, where is the blast on?
The 4 in front.
Okay.
4 squares right there.
So it'd be like
They
this.
have amazing
Yep.
wisdom.
Yeah, for you.
69.
Nice.
Oof. Wow, what the shit?
Damn,
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone who passes only takes 9 damage.
Still need saves from Loam and... Oh yeah, my dog is here for some reason.
Oh, me, I was all.
Yeah, your
Yeah, your
dog's
dog
there
patted
for
down with
some
you.
reason.
It's just
I guess he
chilling.
needed to
Why
take
would
his
your dog go with you?
turn since he doesn't have his own. Oh well.
What do you? Because you didn't use a minor action.
You make him have the
command
if you
Yeah,
want,
he
you
would've
can
just
done like a
dodged.
dodge. Yeah.
That's right. You would have dodged.
Probably would have moved up a
I
little bit.
will use my inspiration to reroll that.
DC 13. Wow.
Ow!
Unfortunate.
Right.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Yep. For those who fail, you have vulnerable 5 slash in and take 18 necrotic damage.
Ow.
Otherwise, you only take 9 necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah, he passed a save.
Okay. Action. Loam.
Huh.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 9 slashing damage, and considering you failed, you take an extra 5 from that.
Ow.
And you're
So you take
dazed.
14 damage, and you're dazed until the end of your next turn. Alright, this Gem Beast of Excess. Roll a d3, see which one they go for. Help if I do it correctly. Anai.
Oh, unfortunate. Damn.
Gem Beast. Gem Beast. Bunk. 18 to hit you.
Okay. Let's see here. 18 does hit me regardless of anything I do. Okay. So I will take the 7, and then I'm prone. That's less than ideal.
Yeah.
But you can just Misty Step on your turn.
And then
This
they
is true.
follow up.
Let's get on the ship.
Misty Step's not that far.
Is it not?
While you're prone, a 15 to hit. For 14 damage. This is bludgeoning, not slashing. However, they do kick you right in the dick and you are dazed until the end of your next turn.
Yeah,
So you're
I'm
dazed and
hold
prone.
on, hold on. I think I'm going to shield through that so that I'm not dazed.
Okie dokie.
That's
That
rude as
seems like
hell
a
coming up
good
and dick kicking you. Fucking dragons.
Yes, that's why I'm shielding so I don't get dick kicked. Okay.
Anai.
So let's see here. So I'm on the ground. it's half my movement to stand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get any sort of opportunity attack for me standing up, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
All right, so we're gonna do that. We'll stand up for 1.
And I reveal my trap. No, go ahead.
Yeah. And then for 2, Misty Step is burst 5, so I can get up to 5 away. 5's pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna Misty Step over 5, which that's 5. Yep. Over to here.
Hi.
And then I still have 3 more movements, so I will move 1, 2, 3 to get away from a lot of things. And then, well, let's unload some magic missiles, I think. Let's do it at 3rd level. All
right,
into
you
this
target
guy.
That guy. Okay, poke.
Alright, so 3rd level means 6 of magic missiles, I believe. 2 at first. Yeah, 6. So this will be 6d6 plus 12. Take 36 damage.
Yowzers. Nice.
A good blast. You heave a few chunks out of this thing.
That will do it for me.
All right. Tiff is going to use Tinker Go for the Eyes on this thing and reduce its AC. Steps in. And wham! That's a hit. Takes an extra 5 damage. Boom! And you see thunder ring through its crystalline form. Mive.
Mive. Alright, well, this is an interesting position we're in. We're gonna move up here, I think. We're going to use a minor action to heal Loam, because she is quite hurt. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do a flash on her. So Loam, get 10 hit points back.
Okay.
That was minus.
No, plus, not minus.
Oh shit. Oh.
And then
You
we're
were a
gonna
vampire the whole
cast
time.
a 3rd level bless, I think.
Like it.
So Mive, Karin, Loam, Ralu, and I guess Tiff. Everyone gets a
Sweet.
bless.
Tiff appreciates her weapon is extra damage on these dickheads.
Hell yeah.
Thunder.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's her turn.
Okay. Karin.
Now let's start off with. I'm gonna move up. That puts me at 4.
Which was the extra damage, the bludgeoning or the thunder?
Good question.
Great, cool. I can do one of those.
Okay. And then I will be a fucking aura.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pop this on bitch to begin with.
Yep, print card. 4 or 5.
I love the next guy's name.
I'm quite a fan of
Beast
the
of Excess.
I'm quite a fan of the evocation dragon.
Evocation of Pure Excess. It's a great name too. Yeah, both these are great.
Why are we fighting
Yeah,
Slaaneshi dragons?
Let's see. And
Uh,
Lo-
But we
Not all
are.
that glitters
Uh,
is gems and baubles, jewels and pearls.
Loam or cat? Who's more start?
Loam. You can
Between-
tell because her health bar is lower than Ralu's.
Alright, while you're doing that,
Okay, so then minor Manora on Loam.
let's
Get
double
16.
move.
I appreciate it. That brings me almost back to full.
Go minor. Alright. Gatherer. Panic. What do you do in this situation? Fucking stab it. Fucking stab it pretty good.
Yeah, look at that. Plus 6 damage. That's not bad at all.
Run
The
towards us if you
merchant.
want to live.
Gonna make a handling check to try and to do so. It is made with disadvantage because his steed is Dungus.
Dungus.
Poor Dunkus.
He is incapable of piloting Dungus. Right now, Dungus is not having fucking any of it.
He can have my inspiration.
Okay, cause
Try
I was gonna say you can have mine if you didn't.
There we
Alright.
go.
That's not a crit fail now.
Better.
He is able to wheel around.
I honestly thought a 12 wasn't going to be able to do it, but cool.
It doesn't get him far, but it lets him turn around.
No,
At
but
least.
it gets. Yeah.
He strafes, essentially. Loam.
Good baby. Run, Dunkus, get out of there, says Guardy.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's gonna be able to.
What you gonna do, Debbie?
Think I'm gonna. I'm gonna Zephyr Stride out of the fuck here. Getting out of here. Thank
Fair.
You're right. He's not prepared for your swordmanship. You have to make it a fair fight.
you. I don't know what you're talking about in the slightest. I am going to instead shoot at this guy with my gun.
Loam having the opposite problem of what was her name?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
I'm not blessed. I am not quarried. I do have that. Take that off.
Are you not?
You
I
should
thought you
be
did get
blessed.
blessed.
Oh, was I blessed? Oh shit,
Yeah.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You were blessed.
I'm having a bit of a sleepy spell. I need to get up and
Aw.
walk, take a little bit of a walk after my turn.
Okay.
Kinathis.
You'll have time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a lot of dudes here.
Yeah. Okay, so that's everything. Okay, shoot and shoot.
Which target was that, sorry?
The big boy,
Big boy!
biggest boy over here.
18, 15. My boys, my boys!
The biggest boy,
Masika.
the biggest scaly
Excellent.
who wants to feast on people's asses.
All right. First off, get big. Where'd my character sheet go? It closed up. Let's see, one on the left or one on the right. One on the left is in Karin's aura, so
My aura is only for good people.
It's
yeah, that's what I mean.
defensive. Yeah.
It'd probably be easier to take on the one in.
Not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Change my damage type to thunder with my rage.
Yep.
I'll keep the defender aura on for now.
The defender Ara.
So the piercing damage is actually thunder damage right now.
Done. Alright. You do a handy 41 damage.
Nice.
Blasting chips of sharp stone away in all sorts of directions. Precious gemeralds and baubles falling all about you.
Boom!
Alright. Gembeast. Let's eat these civilians. Alright. Good thing they didn't have advantage. She's prone. She isn't dazed. Amazing. What a staggering miss. The evocation.
Come here and fight me, you bitch.
Alright.
I guess he can, but...
Well,
Yeah,
I have to
come
start
fight
with
me.
this one here first.
Oh, I need to add my... HP.
Miss. Crit on Masika.
Well, I can parry that, I think.
It's only 4 extra damage, otherwise I would totally...
Yeah. Well, it's... I'm dazed, so it's now or never.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Okay then. Instead of 20 damage, you take 10 damage.
Yeah.
Right. This one
Until end. Oh,
of their next turn, yes.
yeah.
But it's fine. Stuff with the stun feature on it can't be repeated. You cannot be re-dazed.
Okay, that's nice.
Crit on Cass.
I am sorry.
I mean, it is only a 2 extra damage, so that's fine.
Okay. And you are knocked prone.
Ow.
23 to hit you for 14, and you are dazed as this thing kicks
Ow.
you in the dick.
Ow!
That is so rude.
Right in the jewels.
Ow.
Yeah, I see that. That's rude that you put that in there.
I get the joke. I get
Thank
the
you.
joke.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah, I
very
get the
much.
joke, but it's like...
Oh.
Ralu. They're damaging the best parts on your husband.
Yeah, but
Oh. Hold on.
my wife's over here.
When I got hit, I do have a reaction I'd like to use on the first one though. Eh. Eh. Technically, nothing's giving me sneak attack, so I guess it's just 6 radiant
Just 12.
damage.
6 to... Yep. Take
Yep.
a 6. And then, yeah.
Then poof.
Ralu.
13, 16. Alright. So I'm gonna heal 16. Eh. My computer's messing up.
Ah.
I'm going to Anchor's Weight. Then I'm gonna start slashing. 1, 2.
And then I started slashing.
And then
Alright, give me a moment to do some addition there. Which target? Sorry, top or bottom?
the wounded one. Sorry.
Shot. 10, 16... 16... 11. Whack at a chunk.
There should be adjacent damage to this guy.
He's not adjacent to that enemy.
Isn't it adjacent to me?
No, it's adjacent to them. That's how adjacency always works. So it's like Black Flame Blade. It jumps to something adjacent to it.
Sad.
Alright, this gem beast continues to grumble. Taken off the down order. Gonna move him. In fact, I'm not gonna move him. Leave his body there. Alright, this one. Hello, dinner.
Wow.
Hmm.
And kills Dungus.
No, Dungus!
And
Guardy, I'm
this
sorry.
one is going to try and kill
Wait.
the Gatherer.
Wait,
What do you mean, wait?
Dungus have at least 1 point of vitality, correct?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Reaction! Say
Are you
the
in range?
camel. I am within range.
Alright, print the card.
Vital Aegis.
Yeah, print.
I mean, I don't think Dungus has any hit points.
They can spend 1 vitality, so although Dungus... I guess they would fall prone and then they're healed.
That's when they get hit, so as soon as they get that 0.
I mean, if it's as soon as they get hit, they wouldn't take damage. So no, he goes down and then you heal him.
Yeah.
Dungus is lying down on the ground alive again.
And then it
Yeah.
can do the
I spend
follow-up claw.
vitality as well to give at
And-
least...
Okay, and then while it is prone, kicks Dungus in his dungles and kills him again.
It's almost like it had to.
No, not Dungus. I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Guardy screaming and crying in chat.
Roll.
All right.
Man.
27, that's a hit. 26, that's a hit. 11, 13, and also dazed.
Man, if only somebody had warned these civilians that there was monsters there.
You said you vaguely told them there was danger about.
I mean, look, I told them something probably came down with the star. They didn't listen. They're just like, no.
They didn't see shit, and the Gatherer is like, there is a danger here, but it is fine and under control. And then you start an encounter, and they're like, it's no longer fine and under control.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
Cass.
All right. Well, I only have half my speed, but that's enough to stand up at least. Ugh. And yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action. Yeah. Then Pythoon's faithful hound here can't take any actual actions, but he can move. Let's see, yeah, he has 7 squares. He's just gonna come up here and keep dodging.
Sounds good. Alright, your artillery.
Alright, let's try and distract the things fighting this lady, because she's gonna die otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, we can put like a couple shots down there, and I'm planning to fireball
Let's-
down there anyway, so.
Give, I guess, each of them 1 shot.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Hit.
Nice.
Wait, no. Miss, sorry.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay. Pure excess. Claw Brawler, miss. You are pushed 1.
No, I am not.
Oh, you're steady.
Don't you touch me.
Rude.
I literally took Anchor's weight because you keep
Yep,
doing that to
yep.
me.
And then I will attempt to daze you. Miss. Alright, this Jimby. Fucking lie down again, Masika.
Get on the ground.
For the first time.
Okay, get on the ground for the first time, Masika. And get kicked in the neck. You're dazed.
I already was.
I have a
Alright,
question.
well then you are not extra dazed. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't resist that in any way.
I already have, and I'm
The
stunned.
stun-
I'm dazed,
Yeah.
so I can't do any reactions right now.
Okay. That's...
Anai.
I'm going to fireball. Down here. Hit all 3 of these things. These 2 are exempt.
Sure.
I feel we should give them
Roast
at least a
Dunkus.
fighting chance. Alright, fireball, where are you at on my sheet? There it is.
Hold in range.
Yep, they're all within range,
Alright,
and they
they
all
all
fail.
fail.
Wow.
Excellent.
They each take 26.
Pretty spicy.
Dungus is roasted, and the cart catches fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure their lives are worth more than the cart at this point, so...
Yeah. Although he looks pretty cut up. My livelihood!
Your lives are worth more. You can rebuild in a bit if you survive.
You can rebuild your livelihood.
If Tiff is going to pound this dude.
Yeah,
18.
good poundings.
Oh, it's nearly dead, but not enough.
Well, think.
That's not how that works, and also it's not on 1 hit point, so it wouldn't do anything anyway.
It's okay. Mive's coming up next.
Yeah, don't worry. Ma's going to give you an opportunity to kill this thing as she just walks away from it.
Alright, it's going to take a swing at you.
Alright, well, Ralu gets to take a swing at it. That's a fair trade.
Alright, you kill it.
All right.
Awesome. Good use of the action economy. Thanks, Savin.
But does
Mive's
it
going to
No.
continue down here with this other thing like to
Doesn't
take a
happen-
swing at
nothing
her.
happens first.
Is that how that works?
That's not how that
Okay.
works, though. They get to make their... Don't they get to make their attack as well?
If it
They do,
if it
but
gets hit
so-
by the
so does
Guardian
Ralu.
Aura and killed first, then it doesn't get to finish that action.
Isn't that attack what
Yeah.
triggers the action first, though?
It's preemptive.
It's
Yeah,
life.
so making the attack roll is what, or taking the attack action, making the attack targeting someone else triggers it. So yeah, I think it should get to make its swing, but yeah,
Oh.
It's attack. In terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's attack deck rather than damage step, Amxal.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that even like okay.
Well, like, the
I
DM
think-
just said it
I-
should get the attack off, so...
yeah. I mean,
that
I
seems
agree
right.
with Amxal's take.
Okay. And then a 17 to hit Mive.
All right, that misses her, thankfully.
Lucky her, or she would have been prone, and that operation might have turned out real poor for her.
All right, so yeah, they both get a swing. Does the 17 hit this thing?
Yep.
All right, cool. So it gets slapped by Ralu for the second time. And Mive's gonna come down here. And we're gonna throw a spear into this thing. Make sure all my things are turned on. Yep. Sympathy.
Whip.
Right.
Hit.
And since that hits, she's going to trigger a renewing smite. A restoring
Sounds good.
smite, even. 8 extra fire damage, but this lady can spend 1 vitality.
She will do so.
Yeah, I figured she might.
Karin.
Okay, so the cat. That thing got hurt. Okay.
Worry about the civvies.
No.
Yes, worry about them!
Okay. Going to first and foremost cast what's it called flash of light on Cass. That was his name.
Are you within range?
Yeah, 8.
Okay.
Yep, she has a power that gives her ranges +3. Also not a power, an item.
Well, I'll
Yep.
happily take 16 HP. Sure.
Yeah, enjoy that.
I do.
But you
Then,
take 3
so-
damage.
Oh, okay.
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. See? It's 5 squares. He's within range. She's within range. Sadly, didn't get the time to do this, but second level spell, Divine Resilience. I'm here to like to have some of that.
Yep, that could save them.
So
How
that's
much is your
13.
DR? 13.
It's 13 here, 13 temporary hit points.
Cool.
So who's getting that? Two
These
civvies.
two
So
civilians.
Lady at the boat. And
Yeah, the
May.
merchant and gatherer.
Perfect. Alright.
Perfect. Yeah.
18 to hit a Ralu,
Nope.
and a miss. Oh no, that one requires a prone anyway.
So that's
Okay, Gatherer stands up,
1,
and that's
2.
all of her movement.
And then I can take 3 steps back. Eh.
And then stabs. Hits. Exactly enough to kill.
Nice.
The merchant. Disengages. And heads for open ground, because it's the least monsters in that direction. He is sobbing.
Just sobbing as he runs.
Yeah. Got attacked by horrible monsters and his fucking
You know
wagon
what?
was
That's
set on
fair.
fire and his mount was
I-
killed.
I get it.
Yeah, right.
I feel bad about having to set it on fire, but it is the thing that like could possibly save his life.
Alright, I'm gonna brace myself, my gun, and steady my shot, and I'm gonna shoot this guy here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit for 12. Masika.
All right. Remind me. Do I get both attacks a days or just one?
You get all your attacks.
Okay.
Just don't get a minor action.
Correct. It's fine then. Or a move. Which does mean I do gotta make these a disadvantage, I guess.
I'm gonna stand up.
You can stand up and not make them a
Oh,
disadvantage. Dazed is half your speed, and it costs half your speed to get up. So you can stand
Oh,
up
okay.
and no
Then-
other movement.
Then, okay, I forgot.
I said
forgot
you
how
couldn't
days work
minor.
with.
That's all.
Right. Yeah. I'm still hitting 4E days.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I'll stand up with half my movement and then lay into this guy on the left.
Okay, poke. That is
24 for 13.
12, 13, 18.
Yep.
Still kicking.
Still kicking. Let's get another one in there then. Damn, why
That
couldn't
is
I
a
do
hit.
that one first?
Yeah. Crunch.
Just how it goes.
Okay. This one is dead. This one is not. It is going to step around to here.
Better not attack the boat.
I think it's gonna breathe fire on me since I was screaming at it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Pussy
I think
ass
that's me
bitch
get her attack
dragon.
off though.
You know what? Actually, it will. God damn it! These moths, fucking moths, all the
Oh, no.
time. They're everywhere.
Moth.
The worms.
The worms.
Let's get over here.
Rude.
And then put a 4x4 there that can target Anai and Cass. And yes, you can target as it heaves necrotic
Yeah.
at the two of you.
Alright.
Miss.
Whiz save,
Damn.
you say. Don't worry, I'm great at whiz saves. Oh yeah!
Fuck.
Dab, dab,
What
dab,
the
dab, dab.
actual
Look,
fuck?
Savin wants like danger and death, but the dice tell him he's time to coast. It's just coast through everything. Well, all right, yeah. Both of you take 9 damage and do not get any vulnerability. And then while you were prone on the ground, let's club you.
I'm
crit
not
you.
prone.
He's
that
not
does crit
prone
me,
and
No,
he's
you're
though.
not prone. That's a
dodging.
dodge symbol.
You're-
All right.
you-
No,
you're
you're dodging.
dodging.
You are not.
Right, yes,
Correct.
you are correct. That is, however, still a regular hit.
Okay, and then you are prone.
Yep.
And then you are kicked in the taint. Although you're resilient now, you are not re-dazed because it uses the stun keyword. However, it doesn't stop the fact that it did kick you in the dick.
Yeah, it did reduce me to 7 hit points. So if that had crit me, I would be unconscious.
Yep. Did I hear somebody get smashed in the duels?
You
Sounded like a
did.
cast. How about
Yeah,
we
those things
fix some
ring.
of that?
Just wait. Next is going to be the shoot fat ropers, and it has the tentacles of testicular torsion.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Are you spending a bit on that, or
Yes, I think you're
Alright.
gonna enjoy it.
I will
Ralu.
get my 3 extra hit points, mate.
Alright,
The worms.
6, 7,
The
8, 9.
worms.
Alright, I am going to wild shift, gap close. Wait, hang on. Is gap close a minor action? Let me print the card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a minor action, so I can't wild shift because I think wild shift's a minor action.
Also
Yes, it
minor.
is.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, it's going to have to be a gap closer and then another movement action.
Sure. We're just going all the way around.
Hi, babe.
Okay. Glob. Glob. Hit.
Alright, on the first strike, I'm going to have my cast Vital Aegis.
Sure.
And
the
she
first
will
hit does.
spend...
Are you sure?
I mean, why would I not?
She
Oh, she takes-
has divine resilience on herself, so she's not even taking damage from the first or second hit, I think.
Not on
Yeah,
her
it's,
actual hit
30.
points, but it would get her back to full hit points, and then it would put resistance on her, which does stack with divine resilience.
I suppose so. All right then.
So yeah, I will in fact spend a bit. So she
Okay.
gets to spend a vitality, go back to full, and yeah, have resistance.
6.
Well, resistance 3,
So
but
that
it
would
would
be
apply to 2 attacks.
Okay. So that means instead 11 becomes 8, which means 4 damage. 12 becomes 9, which becomes another 4 damage. Alrighty then.
And still gets sort of like all our temp
Its
HP,
turn
basically.
ends. She is no longer dazed. She is still on the ground. Hit. Should put the print
So-
on there. The DR only lasts for those attacks, if I remember rightly. Or is it until the end of a turn?
It is
Next
until the end of her turn.
Okay.
Yeah, until the end
In
of the
which
target's
case,
next
10,
turn.
13 becomes 10, which then becomes 5. She no longer has divine resilience. 13 becomes
Hey,
10.
is it the proficiency times 2?
No.
Equal to
No.
double your proficiency bonus. It says right there.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All damage equal to twice.
Well,
Gave
So,
it
get
back
back
some.
a lot. Just,
Okay.
just
Either way, it just saved this lady a lot of pain, so I'm quite happy to
Yep.
have cast that spell.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a good
Cass.
show.
Hello.
The
I'm
boys
going
are taking a pounding. And not that fun way.
Alright, I'm going to stand up. I'm no longer dazed, so that's nice. Only uses up half my movement this time.
Mm-hmm.
Going to, I think... no, I can totally kill this son of a bitch right here. Which will be amazing. Because then I can use, Victorious... Oh no, I got rid of that. Fuck. Alright, well, in that case, we're gonna drink a potion of healing. Yep. Just Chuggerino as a minor action. Give myself 12 HP. And then we're going to attack the guy in front of me. So, turn on all me buttons. And, you know what? Since Ralu's here, we will in fact make this a deadly strike to Choppy. Yay!
You hate, like, I don't know why you
What
want
the
danger. You
fuck?
hate danger.
How are you? How many have you rolled so far?
Just
Today?
like
5.
8 crits.
7.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
So let's just see if 8D...
You know you're gonna pay for this tomorrow, right?
No,
Yeah.
he's not. He never pays for it.
We pay for it instead.
Okay, so I'll just take the sneak attack damage as it is there, and yeah, I think I'm good there.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. 46, 53, 61 damage.
Yay!
That would have almost one-shot him at full health.
I don't want Pice to be more dangerous. Rolls a crit for like 100
Look, his
damage.
dice doesn't. His dice literally just wants him to be fucking just.
My dice crave for me to have no challenge whatsoever.
Okay, but like that's more than a striker. Like, I don't think I could even do that as a striker.
Yeah, that's
Sad
that.
thing.
He look. Some people are just built different, and some people are built stronger.
Isn't
it very suspicious that he buffed his own class in the
I
latest
didn't
update?
buff my class. I didn't change roguelike at all.
You
will
changed
say
Bard and
this.
realized that you went. Wait a second, he's part Bard.
Yeah, but I haven't
I've
used
made him
any of my
stronger."
Bard abilities this
Yeah, you
encounter
haven't needed
whatsoever.
to, but you know, whatever. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say this. Those that have suffered in life, it's God's way of saying, I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. This is what that's fucking his high power dice is revenge for the Holocaust.
No. Savin is not from the Holocaust. He's from Texas.
I'm ready for that one.
Your family went to
All
the
right.
camp, so now you get to roll good at D&D.
Enjoy.
Thank you,
All
God.
God felt bad.
Okay then. Should we just continue shooting these guys down here?
Yeah, okay. Artillery ballistas go after the fucking more injured one attacking the gatherer, I guess.
Yeah, the one furthest back.
That's a good idea.
Misshit.
What hit?
Misshit. Okay. My evocation of pure excess was defeated. No, as was my gem beast. Not gem feast. They wanted to feast.
They wanted to feast, but they can't feast. Alrighty then.
It's just famine.
We're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They were
6.
already paddling them oysters, getting them ready for eating.
Move over to here, and hey, luckily I can do a fireball without putting the cart more on fire.
Yeah, you can't burn what's already on fire.
That's true. But I mean, I can make it so it doesn't even hit like the cart.
No, the cart is occupying that square between the two of them there.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but don't worry. If you place it here, you can get between. See?
No, you can't.
It's already on fire. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do a fireball at 4th level.
Whoosh.
Alright.
Boom.
Oh,
Woo!
They still take half.
Guess
The
what's for
tails
that?
take 13, which nearly kills this one. And bloody's this one.
What a sad fireball. It did like less than the 3rd level.
Tiff thinks you've kind of got that in hand and will probably come over here and fucking shoot that nearly dead one. Thwap.
Good shot.
Mive.
Mive. Alright, time to come in here and do some stabbing.
What?
Do. Poke. Sad.
Miss.
Let's go ahead and spend inspo to make that a hit. How about that? There we go.
You succeed.
So
that's
17 damage, and let's throw on a Thunderous Smite for 5 more damage.
Okay.
Is it 5 more or is it 10?
It is
That's a
10
good
more.
question. Yay!
Karin. You would be able to push
Okay.
it, but like it can't be pushed anywhere. I guess it can make a save against prone. It does not fall over. You do in fact not get to kick it and its dex.
Dang.
Okay, so you all look decent up there.
Yeah, I've got the bodyguard perk. It's fine now.
Get down, Mr. Husband.
Okay, so that gen beast to the south. Let's see if I can get some bitch.
Oh, this guy?
What are you doing?
Yeah. Does a
Which
15
guy?
hit?
Nope.
This one.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well then, minor action. Bear up.
Sure.
The Gem Beast appreciates you stepping into his zone.
All right, you're prone. 14 though will miss.
Yep.
The Gatherer gets up and tries to do a stab and hits. And guess what? They were a rogue. Well, they at least had sneak attack. But it never came into being because they were just never an ally next to one of them at the time. Killed. On killing with a sneak attack, the Gatherer refreshes its sneak attack. He will
Handy.
give Mive a nod. And then use the other 3 movement. This one. The Merchant skids to a halt on seeing that all the monsters back there are dead, and is instead going to run back over here.
Trying to save his card, I see. Yep.
Basically, Loam.
There's a giant creature in my face again, and I don't really appreciate that.
Keep getting forced into melee.
It's fine. I've got Zephyr Stride on still.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So I
you
don't
could
care.
stab it with your sword. The mere suggestion.
Remember
Why
it.
does that vulnerability on them, by the way? Is that like gone now? Is that for
Nope.
the entire encounter?
The encounter.
Oh.
It does have an AoE attack, so I would move so you don't get caught in it if it targets me and casts.
It can't do a
17.
blast to hit all
And
3
crit.
of you.
No, wait.
Why have I don't have
Why-
advantage.
She doesn't have advantage.
No, sorry. I don't know which one of those
14.
came from. Was it Masika or was it
I was here first.
disadvantage?
What?
You're
What are you
thinking of
talking
about?
Savindy.
Who's-
You're
You're
thinking
thinking
of
of
Tori.
Savindy where
No,
guard has
there is
the
no
dwarf.
aura.
Tori. Oh, Tori. Sorry.
Yeah.
Masika was
Hit.
winged that.
Masika.
All right. I'm gonna drop and re-rage.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna drop my defender aura.
Sounds good.
Putting the re in re-rage. Still thunder.
You sure you don't want to change it to like ice?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will reckless that.
You will hit with a no wait no. It is a elite, so they're 13. Yep. All right, go ahead.
That's
It's a
better.
hit.
And a crit.
Okay.
Oh no, you made the dragon come.
Yay!
True. It's also dazed. Yes.
Splooges all over Cass and Ralu.
All right. It hits Ralu and Cass like a pile of gritty buckshot.
Oh no, it's all over the side of the ship.
The crystal give it a short swarm.
It is a sure a. It probably blasts pearls.
Literally pearls.
You two are hit with just like fucking pearl buckshot. Each of you take 2 whole damage, but I think the trade-off of getting a bunch of pearls is probably worth it.
What type of damage?
Maybe.
Okay, I have bad.
It would be piercing.
Piercing.
I had
piercing
Cat's
your shot.
sock out. I think she just
I-
died
so-
from cum.
yeah, she just took 2 damage
I'm
and perished.
sorry.
I take 7 damage.
You take
Oh,
you
where
take.
is your
I have
stupid
vuln.
The
character
slashing
sheet?
Your
was
bone
the-
slashing.
Oh,
is
wait,
the-
no,
oh,
she-
slashing, not piercing.
She has
Okay.
12 hit points, actually. She's okay.
No, you're fine then. Yeah, no, she's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you are hit
One
with
of you
a scatter
responsible for
shot.
the
You're
death
hit
of
with a
Hero.
scatter shot of pearls from its twin crystalline hogs.
I think that was worth.
Yeah, it's definitely worth. Now we're gonna get pearl necklaces out of it.
Yep. Thank you.
Pearl necklaces.
Perfect. On its turn, it will
Be dazed.
be dazed and just does its attack, and it can't do its follow-up. Its follow-up is classified as a minor.
Nice.
Yep.
Claw Ralu, miss. Less good claw, also miss. Curse you, dice! Why? For a brief moment, I threatened them again.
If that was
It's
on me,
happens every
just
time.
not.
if that was on me,
Ah.
doesn't she, Masika, get a couple of swings? Because
No, she
No,
dropped
yeah,
her
I was-
defender aura.
She dropped her aura to rage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Oh,
dropped my aura,
okay,
yes.
never mind.
I want to do more damage.
That's fine. So he's in my aura now.
You've already
Yes.
done enough mental damage as it is.
Uh,
I think those both hit.
I'm
think
pretty sure it's a
threshold's
16. Is it?
Its AC
I think
is 13. You
Oh,
have
okay.
correctly assessed.
Yeah, well, you told me straight out.
Yep.
So
It
that's-
would be 12 like most brutes, but they are an elite, and their elite feature is +1 AC.
So that was 2 hits.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We know they're not very dexterous.
No, I'm gonna stay here because Cass is still right here.
Mm-hmm.
Seems right.
Okay, that gem beast is dead. That gem beast is dead. Cass.
Alright, I'm gonna come over.
No, they already did.
Yeah, they already came over there.
I suppose it's only fair if you finish as well, though.
It's all over the ship, you know.
bad
It's only pearls.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
if you're gonna put it like that, I did prepare a climactic caress today.
Are you going to
Well
use it on
then,
yourself?
okay.
So, I mean, he just came a bunch of pearls, so like clearly I should milk him for more pearls, right? That's how this works, right?
Yeah, that's the days keyword, though. He can't be targeted by that effect again.
Days isn't a climactic caress doesn't have the stun
Sorry,
keyword.
stun. Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, go
That's
for
just
it.
a daze.
Stun keyword.
You gonna make her?
Go crazy.
You gonna make him come over Ralu again?
Yeah.
She just got all. She just got all the pearls off.
I love the idea that you shake,
What?
shake, and then BAM! Another one.
Look, I have to milk the dragon for more pearls. I want them. It's literally just money.
You're not gonna leave money on. You're not gonna leave these money shots on. Thank you. Look, there was no way I wasn't gonna make these fucking things a whole bunch of naughty little fuck money jokes, considering they're from the.
Yay!
You're a fucking bitch. That was your 8th crit.
All right,
Go fuck
number eight.
yourself.
It's like you're being. Oh my god!
You're playing a different game. I'm not sure that you're actually playing.
You're channeling
SNS.
your fucking Gamba luck into this.
It's money, baby.
It's crapjack all over
Money,
again.
money,
It
money,
is,
money!
You crabjack this fucking guy. Ralu, you are once again hosed with a fresh geyser of buckshot pearls. 2 more damage, and yet more is blasted across the side of the ship. Stubbing
Cash
it like
just
a
hits the
bedazzled cunt.
prostate and starts shaking it violently.
Let's ground the shackle!
Because it was a crit, he's also knocked prone.
It's the pinging of a bunch of pearls bouncing off of plate armor.
Hits the ground heavily.
Since I still have a minor
Falls to
action,
his
the
knees.
dog's gonna come over and bite this dude.
Yeah, sure.
Munch.
No reason not to. Fucking a good hit.
Oh man, imagine if he'd had advantage too. Alright, Ballistas, can you finish this guy off?
You sure you don't want to save him
Okay.
to be alive so you can do climb?
Listen, if
I think he's been through
I
enough
had
now.
the opportunity to capture a dragon that comes pearls and then milk it for the rest of time, would I take that opportunity? Yes. However, I don't think Skow's going to let me get away with that, so the ballistas are going to shoot the big dragon.
Okay, good.
Crit!
Well, because we're not because it's prone.
9 crits.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
not
prone,
because
it
it's
counts.
prone.
You're right.
Prone.
No, this thing is a gargantuan creature. It doesn't impact its ability to be shot while prone.
Is that-
Its fucking
Okay.
size format doesn't change when it's lying down.
Okay.
And the crits
I
keep
thought it
coming,
was
and the crits keep coming,
Yeah.
they don't stop coming,
thought it
and the
was
dragon
like-
stops coming.
He's coming. He won't stop coming. Alright, first ballista hits it and nearly kills it. Second ballista finishes it.
Yay!
And now your employees are like a little bit speechless.
I'm a little bit speechless.
And now you okay.
Okay, so that cart's still on fire. If I get close enough, can I try and make an Arcane to snuff out the flames using magic?
No, the fire that it is now on is not magic. There's nothing magical about it just being on fire, I'm afraid.
Like I couldn't try and use like makeshift magic to put out the flame?
No. You have no tools to do so. If you had like a cold spell, maybe,
I do have cold spells.
then hit it with a cold
Chromatic
spell.
orb.
Oh.
Yeah, hit it with
So
chromatic orb.
I actually have to hit it. I couldn't use it. Okay.
It's a stationary target. That's like 8.
A bit of a recommendation. If you hit it with chromatic orb, it's not gonna put out the fire because you're hitting it with a fucking orb. It will
Yeah,
just explode.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
I'm more trying to angle of like use magic to put out fire.
Yeah, no,
If
I'm
I
afraid
can't-
the fire that it is on is mundane.
Haha! I can fix that.
By turning it
Okay.
into magical fire? I don't know.
No. Prestidigitation.
I was gonna say,
No,
have
no.
Mive just come up and
Anyway.
squeeze your titties on the cart.
It is not a small fire anymore.
Yeah, it's not a small fire. Anyway, since magic is limited to only what spells can do, let's just use a spell and let's see here. Is he in range? He's in range. Alright. Blood Spike.
Con save.
Give me that con save.
Shit.
Take 14 necrotic. And you're prone.
It takes 9 necrotic.
So they
But it
are
is prone.
resistant.
Diff.
Oh, good. to
Well,
know.
if it's prone. Crump.
Very nice.
22.
Guess Maid can help with the card then.
Yeah,
Still
Mive's
telling
gonna
people
just
to take
come
the
over
fucking
and
tents.
try and put the card out with this guy.
Yeah, sure. Give me a survival test.
Oh boy.
See
Actually, wait,
how quick
Mive
you
has
are
good
about
wisdom.
it.
Mive's trained
her
in
wisdom's
survival. Holy shit.
fantastic. Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah!
What? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! That is
Oh,
that is 11 crits this time. This combat you have managed to eke out, and in this case a double crit. Yeah, she just gives the old titters a honk and splashes holy water over it and grabs a towel that's just sodden through and fucking tosses it on all of the sources of the flame very, very quickly. I don't want to die.
Yeah, how much are you paying the Roll 20 CEOs there, Savin?
Yeah,
Like
atoms
$5?
are clearly decaying in you. Yeah, atoms are decaying in your favor. Yeah, they're getting more than $5 from me. These fuckers. I'm on that fancy account. Karin, do you finish this fucko off?
I stand up and I'm a whack. I'm a whack.
All right. Let's see you whack. Let's see the attack roll part.
Where? Yeah, that should have been a fuck.
Yeah, I think you just hit the damage button instead of the attack card.
No, I hit the spell name. Should be. There we go.
All right. Let us see.
Yeah, I had unticked it for some reason. Thank you.
30.
Shit.
Crump.
Yes.
That's the end of combat. I'm staggered that both Merchant and Gatherer survived. Rip Dungus. Death to a real one.
Do you want me to rest him?
You
He's
could
crispy
cast
steak right now.
Revivify on him, I suppose.
He's fully dead. He's crispy steak.
Yeah, that's what Revivify is
Yeah,
for.
but that's.
Okay.
Yeah, Revivify. It's fine. Revivify is ultra.
That's within the
an
minute,
ultra
so
defib.
it should.
Yeah, it's within a minute. Yeah, you can in fact run up and Revivify Dungus.
It's gonna suck ass.
Brown's like halfway in.
All right,
between
you
shit.
cast Revivify on Dungus. Can you also give me an animal handling test?
Yeah, animal handling.
Dungus doesn't spit on you. Congratulations. As you save his life.
Hey. It just tilts back. It just falls on the ground. I am very tired right now.
All right. You have spent all of your vitality and become weakened until you finish a long rest. It would have felt real bad if Dungus spat on you for that.
You know what?
Well, it is a kind of camel, so.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's a dickhead.
like. Someone has to fucking carry me. I have literally not the physical strength to move my ass.
Well, that
Can we
was
guess?
a serious event. You are correct about the dangers, and although we were quite confident in our safety, my companion and I were clearly incorrect. My thanks for the timely rescue, and indeed for the costly resurrection of dear Dungus. Although he is a fuckhead, he is our fuckhead.
It just gives a tired thumbs up, barely getting it up to her chest. Yay!
I will reward you in all the drinks you could want.
I don't drink. You got juice?
Then I will reward you in baklava.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Yes, tries to roll
You
over,
can
just
use
stuck on her back.
you can use Smith's tools to harvest these creatures.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
That's what I
yeah.
was thinking.
I think this one's a little out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, no, unfortunately you cannot skin them, but you sure can mine them.
Yeah, I want to see if they retain like any sort of magic or anything like that.
On any test that is a crit, you'll be able to get some magical stones.
Oh, well, we're going to be fucking drowning in them today, boys.
No, surely you've used up all of that luck, so you can't get like the ultra windfall, you know?
And look, this day can't possibly get any better for Cass as it is.
Yeah,
He's
doing well.
snowballing dragon pearls with Ralu.
So I guess how many Smith's tests do you want for like trying to break them down? One for each, or
It just rolls to the side. Like, okay, thank you. I don't have my tennis squeezing myself.
Yep. It was in fact a money shot. They hit you in the jewels. They gave pearl necklaces. They were a lot of boner jokes.
they sure
Pretty
Speaking of
were.
which, how many pearls do I manage to collect off of Ralu?
How many pearls do we have on the side of the ship here, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
What's the harvest?
Okay then. The harvest is
Oh my god, look at VCT.
ha owned. I rolled it, not you. So you get 26 fucking pearls.
Okay.
Oh, it was really
A lot of the
milky.
other ones got crushed by hitting plate armor and smashing the side of the ship. Pearls not really the hardest thing in the world.
And
How, how much
these
are they
26
worth?
pearls worth?
They are each worth 10 GP.
Okay.
They're pretty sizable. This thing, it was a gargantuan creature.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I'm,
All right,
I'm
then.
taking those and I'm making a fucking pearl necklace for Ralu for real though.
They're awesome. Alright, starting off. Bridge, give me 2 smithing tests. These will be for the big uns. Reminder, a crit will give you
Hold
a magical jewel.
Before you make the test, do you have any source of advantage right now?
No.
Alright. Do you have that rune that lets you, like you cast and you could just get advantage on smith's tools?
Yeah, I didn't take that rune.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Unfortunately.
can you wait like 10 minutes for cast to give you inspiration?
I have inspiration.
Well, then put more inspiration sources out there for everybody.
I got
Okay.
inspiration for using on it as well.
Alright.
Yep, alright, yeah, you could try an inspo farm to get crits on these things. Alright, first 2 tests, let's see them.
And then I will also...
Ha!
See? This is
It's
what...
happening. It's happening. Alright, it becomes a 16.
Hold on. Before you do the other one, I am going to cast an actual spell on you. Inspiring Cadence. I have a d6 bonus die.
She's still floating a d6 bonus die.
Yeah, but
God.
see, that one
I guess,
lasts
yeah, that
forever.
one lasts forever, you're right, yeah.
This one
Yeah.
is just for today.
Just a quick shot, yeah.
Yay!
Fuck.
All right.
If
Does
That
roll
was
does rolling the d6 bonus die add anything?
I guess it would give mathematical value, yes.
Roll it,
It's
bitch.
a d6.
30.
Right.
30.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 more of these little shits.
Yep.
3, 6. I can give you 6 more bardic cadences. Actually, no, that's not true. I can give you 3, 4. I can give you 5 more bardic cadences.
Alright.
So use them as you see fit.
You sing the song of mining.
Yep. Diggy diggy hole.
Diggy
diggy
yep,
diggy
exactly.
hole.
Yep, that's definitely what you're doing.
Hey,
I
guess
am
what?
a
I would
knoll
also-
and I'm digging a hole.
Okay, do you
I would
want
also
one for
like
each of them?
to-
1 for each, please, yeah. The result directly influences the value of them. Okay.
You can
I kinda
re-roll that
wanna
9 if you want,
Yeah,
because
I'm
you
gonna
can take my
re-roll.
inspo.
So, 27, 18.
18. 22.
You could roll a bardic cadence on that one.
Wait. I can give out this. You take
Hold on, we still have
inspiration
inspos floating. Hold on that.
Hold off on that one.
Let's
Yeah, okay,
use
do
all
you
of them
want
before.
do you want to inspo the 13?
I will inspo the 13.
Okay.
So what are we at? 1, 2,
3 more to go.
3 more. I am.
I'm gonna go
You should
see if there's room for all this shit in the cargo.
You should just Bardic
Oh.
Cadence the 15. That's already decent enough. Yeah, there you go. 19. That'll do.
No.
Alright.
Whoops. Wrong button. Why do you...
And then
Loam just goes up there and shoots herself. Had enough of this bullshit.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oy
before
vey.
everyone,
Yeah, you can
So,
gather
before
everyone
I-
up and re-inspo.
Yay.
yeah, and blast everyone with inspiration. So, and then I'm just gonna go up and lay down some.
Yeah. You don't need sleep, but the body shall crave sleep.
I need to fucking rest.
You don't need sleep. You can just choose to sleep, I think, still. Nothing says you can't.
I can just enjoy
Oh,
the
I do
weather
have
and
that
just.
cargo knitting.
We should have more than enough to get everything inside.
Look, I'll
Because
give
a
up
lot
the
of the
Sex
cargo's
Palace
been-
for an actual pile of gemeralds for a few days. That's fine.
Yeah, we could put the cargo netting on. We do have all that fucking meat though.
We
No,
have
though
that's
a
in the
bunch of it
freezer
is
box.
in
Yeah,
the
the meat's in a
box.
big fucking freezer.
Oh, okay.
But yes, if you use the cargo netting, you can fit this.
And there
We
is,
also
I'm
have-
sure, I think there's unused living space rooms.
We also
Yeah.
have
Not at the
extra
moment, no. You've
dimensional
got a whole squad of Manticore living on the ship right now.
Oh, we have a bunch of manticores with us.
Yeah. It's fine though. We have extra dimensional
Should be
chests that we can
fine.
stuff stuff in.
Yeah.
Just tally on the ship, whooping and hollering when the dragon fucking went all over Ralu.
Ooh, autonomy to golems crafted with it. I like it. I like it.
Ooh.
I like it a lot.
Gonna add that to
So
the party loot.
temperamental, motherfucker.
I will put that in treasure rather than monster parts, I think.
Yeah, I think that's been treasure. Gargantuan magical gem heart.
Can I
How
roll two
big-
40s for you fuckers? How big is
Is it-
that thing? It's like probably the size of your torso, which is impressive considering it is.
Yeah.
It's a heavy fucking jewel. It is a glowing
I got-
black and purple black opal.
So it still need to be like
The Arcanist
refined down if
stone.
I were to actually put it into a golem.
Or you make a big fucking golem.
Or I make a big maid golem. You're right. You're right. Why didn't I think about that?
Giant
It's a
maid golem.
gargantuan maid golem.
You're right.
It'll keep the outside of your fucking castle dusted.
Hot.
Very. Gargoyle maid.
I really need to get on that like Warforged tools next time we actually have a good amount of downtime.
You don't get downtime.
We sure don't.
That's made up.
You've got to be the change you want to see in this world.
Yeah, really.
Why will those not work? Someone drop me a 22d25, please.
Yeah, because you made squiggly brackets on
Yeah,
the
I
end
did a
of it.
squiggle on one of those. Yep. Someone, please.
22
What?
D25.
Yep.
Nope,
22
can't get it.
D25.
Nice.
Should have asked someone who reliably rolls me much lower random money. Damn it.
Guys, I think we just made bank.
We did decent, I believe.
Skow is just saying this is all in platinum.
No, this is presumably GP gem value.
There's no way it's in platinum.
No.
Absolutely no way. Because we'd be getting like over 2,000 platinum.
Well, that just half again our gem worlds total.
If I math that average right, yeah, Hina was 19 above average.
Oh. 11 scraps of mithril.
Mithril.
Ooh.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is all stuff that isn't in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've never seen.
I mean, you could have you could find someone who could try and spin you mithril thread.
True.
We haven't fought a textile dragon yet.
Yeah.
No.
It's like you hear patchwork abomination, you're like, oh no, it's gonna be some kind of Frankenstein, but no, it's just like made of fucking a cajillion blankets.
It's oogie boogie.
Yep. Yeah, there you have it. Good rewards. The merchant and gatherer will. Well, you assume share looks, but the gatherer doesn't really make eye contact with anyone or anything through the hood. But they look in each other's directions, presumably doing the equivalent of sharing looks. I cannot ever repay you for all of this. You have saved our lives at a great cost. I
It's
suppose the
quite
congratulations of this moment are in order to you.
Our pleasure.
I have baklava to give to your bear. But very little else in offering. I did not, as you would expect, travel with really anything from Hunter's Hill, as we intended to collect as much meteorite iron and gem as possible.
I think we're quite alright.
Yes, I suspect you have made quite the windfall from these beasts.
Yeah.
And I have seen things that I will not soon forget. No, some I would really rather I did forget. See, it looks just singed camel.
Oh, I thought he meant like the the dragon coming gets.
Oh no, that's fucking hilarious from a distance. He wasn't in the buckshot.
That's a treasured
Fair
memory.
enough.
Watching a manicorn and femboy just get cum blasted by a dragon.
Yeah, no. The Dungus unfortunately became a core memory watching his camel get torn open,
Yeah.
picked back up again, stomped to death, and then set on fire. That, however, is a different matter.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an oopsie daisy, and
Yeah.
sorry for that, but
Yeah.
Look, you assumed rightly that Dungus was dead. It's just that,
There wasn't enough damage mitigation in the world to prevent that second strike.
Yep.
Yes, check.
Yeah,
You
came
just
out
yelled
of
for
that.
ship. You said something about meteoric iron.
What the fuck did she hear us from there?
Very sensitive ears.
Yes, there was expected to be meteoric iron, and we were in the business of trying to collect some of that. Such things, when they fall from the skies, usually have such irons. They are usually very good for breaking down into a series of other precious metals. There can be just about anything up there in the skies. And if there is a particularly good balance of the alloys, then you can get unmatched and unrivaled weaponry. Unfortunately, we discovered no such meteoric iron, although we did, as you would suspect, find many gems.
small victories, as it were. Then
No, Ralu, you are in luck. The manticores were waiting out of the way below deck while you guys handled things.
Well,
Darn.
I mean, she's gonna find out, but the thing is, at the very least, she's not already.
Like,
I want to
fucking
say
pissing
cheer.
herself laughing.
Yeah. Because there's no way she's not gonna find out because of this person right here.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd find out because they'd have to ask, like, hey, we heard a bunch of rattling against the ship earlier. What was that?
Nothing.
The hilarity is that there's an outline of Ralu on the ship because she got blasted twice.
I would originally say yes, except your storage, your extra dimensional storage, in which was permitting those kinds of travel and like transit tests, are currently occupied by gems, many gems.
Fair enough.
Gems.
Yeah, usually would be able.
That's fine. Well, I wish you safe travels. What direction are you even heading in?
Back to Hunter's Hill.
Well, you're in luck.
It will be a slow walk back.
Well,
That's
I
where we're
have
going.
then. We're heading that way as well.
Then, if you have no complaints, and a large enough gangplank, I would like to park my wagon upon your ship and allow Dungus a place to lie down.
Yeah, come on
I
up.
have none. That'd be fine.
Very good. Especially as Dungus appears to be the most tired it has ever been in its life.
Can I pet him?
You may, but be careful. He bites and spits. Give me an animal handling test.
I've never wanted to actually roll a crit more in my life.
Crit fail, crit fail,
Okay.
crit fail.
Alright, you do not get bitten or spat on. You are able to pet the sleepy Dungus.
Oh, what a good Dungus. Yeah, I was really hoping it would crit fail too. Like, give me one or the other.
Catch a fucking hot loogie in the eyes. Bah! It just tries to bite Kira whole. Nope, you are able to pet Dungus and all as well.
There, Guardy, I did it for you.
You succeeded at petting Dungus. Alright.
Oh, and what's also good that the merchant and the gatherer is getting treated to a nice steak dinner.
Yeah, they will appreciate that. While you're in transit, the gatherer will make some sounds that are similar in tone to speech, but they are actually conversing via hand signals, and noises that they're making in the back of their throat are intonations, essentially, for more obvious emphasis. The merchant nods occasionally to translate whenever you ask questions about them. It would appear that the gatherer is a druid.
Neat.
That's rare.
Here in the deserts, yes, druids are very rare, but also very welcome. Hunter's Hill, you see, is a glorious land of endless farms, and so she makes quite a decent business keeping them afloat. And on rare occasions where one must leave the more fertile lands around Hunter's Hill, functions as a very good local guide. Very hard to get lost. And very good at talking down beasts or bewitching dangerous events, bewicks, that kind of thing.
But whaties?
Hot desert storms.
Oh, cool.
They happen in the height of summer, and right here where we are, Hunter's Hill gets an unpleasant funneling when only those arrive. Otherwise, the hills that back against it protect a lot of the land from being covered in sandstorms, or essentially turning the oasis into a sandlot.
Makes sense.
Shield wall.
In effect, yes. Here in Hunter's Hill, the waters are not quite so deep, although other people may recover from sandstorms as such. Hunter Hill would be buried by now if not for that. they say one day all of those hills will come crashing down again. They are but mostly sand and stone, and that one day will weather. But
Let's hope it's
not
not
in our
too soon,
lifetimes,
then.
that's for sure. Hopefully not in many. Yeah. Next day, you're beginning to make your way through Hunter's Hill, when you notice that there is smoke on the horizon.
Oh no.
But is
Uh-oh.
on the water.
Is
The
it
next day, though,
like
you say.
Probably. It
is
is the
it
next
good
day.
kind of smoke, or is it
Excellent.
like bad kind of smoke?
Give me a nature test.
I'm surprisingly okay in nature.
That thick, cloudy smoke is possible only when great quantities of something are burned. When there are fires out here in the desert, it doesn't tend to be, like a long or particularly deep punishing burn. Most buildings are stone, etc. But here in Hunter Hill, uniquely, there is so much farmland. And for there to be fires there in a place that's usually well taken care of, and as far as like river like irrigation is concerned, it would be unexpected to see this much smoke unless someone had very much on purpose set fire to all of the farms, and that appears to be the case.
Aw,
Let's see.
jeez.
Oh.
Oh.
Guys, I swear, it wasn't us this time. The army didn't go this far, west.
Yeah, you watch as both the gatherer looks completely fucking aghast from whatever you can tell about their admittedly difficult to read expression, and the merchant like fucking lifts his turban from his head and it fucking unravels in his grasp. What the fuck has happened at home?
As we're sailing to it, I want to look at it through the spyglass.
Yeah, as you look at it through the spyglass, you can see that there are more of those gem things stomping around in the distance. And also, through the shallow rivers, there are a large collection of civilians escaping the flames by traveling through the water itself. Their pace is slow, and they are being harried not just by these gems, but by figures in dark cloaks, imminently and immediately reminiscent to you of those of the first cultists that took you all those fateful days oh so long ago. Cultists of excess.
Cultists, adjusting course.
Let's hurry. Get us right in there as soon as possible.
Yes, it is, however, very difficult to get this ship through burning fields, and there are a lot of burning fields between here and the river's valley and the location of these villages. Also, to the point, there are a large number of bouldered structures, rises, and falls. You are in for a difficult approach.
Any spell I have that can make it easier?
Well,
Do you have the tiny hut thing?
Tiny Hut is not a spell in SNS.
yeah, Theory's
Yeah,
instant
whatever.
power.
I mean, I have that, but I don't think a stationary tower will be useful.
Right. I will do a piloting check.
Alright, show me what you got. Navigate that. Alright, with a
We're good.
22.
I'm just gonna preemptively throw a bardic cadence on Ralu for future endeavors.
Sure. As you begin to pile your way through, your Mantis squad comes to the forefront and at the ready. Do you want us to try and cover the villagers further down?
Wait, I thought there was just one village, Skow.
No, villagers further down, as in like
Oh,
they're traveling in a
villages.
train.
People.
Yeah, villagers. They are traveling down the various rivers to escape the flames.
Yes, but remember, they are frightened, and the sight of legionary wings might cause them to react negatively.
More than those? She points as one of those gargantuan things is stomping towards the river as people scream.
Let me finish. Announce yourself by attacking those things.
Oh yeah, no problem there. And yeah, you see as they are all suiting themselves up. Ralu, you can also see your sister is climbing into her battle garb.
Squint. Are you sure you want to go, Valora?
No, absolutely I don't want to, but I'm going to. Those are civilians. Those are just people.
Very well. Watch out for yourself.
I always do.
Do the lot of you have healing potions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you know, Valora doesn't, but the rest of your squad is well equipped.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand Valora 2 healing potions.
Right, yep. She will slip those into a side pouch. And it gets out a admittedly quite nice crossbow. You suspect she probably built that herself. And you guys are able to get quite close to this field, while the rest of your squad capers off to the harder south bank to try and cover for them with their, group flight speed as they were. The rest of you are able to The two of you are able to, you are able to disembark with 2 companions. I assume Maeve is one of them. Who else do you want to bring with you?
Brienne, obviously.
Alright,
Yeah,
Tiff is going to go with the
Brienne.
Mantis squad as well, considering it's a flying team.
That sounds a good idea.
Okay. And...
Oh my god, Savin.
Oh no, you have the Turgid Urchin?
I still have that potion.
Just a warning. If you are in its blast radius when you have given it the Turgid Urchin, you will be unlocking like a pearl scattergun. Like actual real viable damage dice will be thrown at you if anyone who is in the blast radius of this.
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
Hey,
I
Scott,
just
how much
need
logo
you
on the map?
guys to keep it from moving for like 6 rounds, because that's how many climactic caresses I have.
Hey, Winter, how fast are you?
I can
Not-
get up to. Let's see. That's 8 and then 4. 20.
Could I have my token on the map, please?
Where did it go? I must have deleted accidentally when I moved some stuff. Give me a sec. Bloop.
Thank you.
I don't suppose we have the opportunity to pre-buff on our way here.
Probably not while the ship is being maneuvered through like smoke, genuine fires, and shitloads of rocks to drop you off here.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Do I see any sign of like a bigger dragon than this guy right here flying around?
Give me a perception test.
I can hear the hesitance in your voice.
Yeah, I would be hesitant too.
Okay, I only get a 10, but Maeve... it's an 8 as well. Okay. No, I
No.
don't
Should
see
we have the ranger
no.
like be looking out for anything bigger?
No, our ranger
Maybe
doesn't
it's
actually do
it's
ranger
very,
things.
very, very difficult to see because of the thick fucking smoke everywhere. I haven't got it all on this map, but like, vision is difficult. Shooting into these clouds is difficult. Shooting into these crowds is difficult. These villager groups have an aura on them that should be visible, but if not, I will double check.
It
Yeah,
is.
we can see
It
it.
is visible. We can see it.
Okay. When there is an enemy inside this aura, any enemy that ends their turn inside one kills a villager.
Oh.
Big guys who end their turn in this aura kill multiple villagers.
Okay.
On this map currently, there are 60 of them. If you save half, you will get a bonus experience next session.
Alright, well, we're gonna need some high-level magic missiles coming out of Anai. I'll tell you that much.
I will do my best, but I am low on the turn order.
Winter, what's your... No,
They're
not
not
much
much better. In which case,
Well-
since
Hold
we
on,
haven't
hold on,
sorted
before
turn
we
order, can I use initiative to try and reroll my initiative, or use inspiration to try and reroll initiative?
Yes.
Somehow I managed to.
However, I would
overwrite
suggest
Lewis.
having Winter do that, because he has the alert feed and a +5
There it
bonus.
is.
That's true.
Yeah,
Would you like to reroll your initiative?
I think I would.
All right, reroll it. You can use my inspiration.
Sure. Well,
It's
turn a
still
4
technically
into a
better,
5.
It's
and then you can swap with
not
Anai.
better. It's not better enough.
Yeah,
Sure,
no,
I know.
it is not helpfully better, unfortunately.
Well, here, Anai.
Hold on, wait, we can do something even stupider. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me read the
I'm
wording
looking.
on a spell real quick. I don't think I've ever used this way before, but I don't think there's any reason I can't.
What's the spell you're thinking of?
Hold on. Yeah, guidance. There, initiative is a dexterity ability check, and guidance works on ability checks. So
That
16.
matters. It goes above the cultists.
All right.
Okay, you can have a 16 initiative, and I.
So
Okay.
I will pop guidance.
So I have what 16.1 now, and you have 7.14.
Well, I'll just take I just use my initiative for make it a 16.14.
Yeah, that's the most
Or
correct
just
way to
speed
do it.
ties.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good otherwise.
All right.
Wow, Brian, so fast.
This is the battlefield effect. The battlefield is soaked in smoke and ashes. Fire erupts from the ground as water boils and crops are ruined. Anyone who ends their turn who isn't within this river takes 2 fire damage. You have disadvantage against any target who is greater than 10 squares from you.
Could I have necked a fire resistant potion on my way in?
No, you were piloting a ship.
Yeah,
Oh.
we were told no pre-buffing.
I don't think Hedrah listened though, and instead casted her thing and put her aura on anyway. That aura was not.
I
enabled
said
yet.
that before you said anything about no.
Oh, yeah, no, I can see where you typed it. Fair enough. You do not have a chance to put Aura of Purity on yourself, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh.
You can have back that spell slot at least.
Yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately with those perception tests, the characters, cannot see it, but players who can read the turn order presumably can see the part where it says reinforcements.
Yep.
Yeah.
These
It's okay.
are not the only foes here on the map. More will be coming.
That just means when the queen dragon gets here, I get to milk her.
Alrighty then. I would like to keep going. However, I have basically not slept. I'm very tired. The headache tablets I took at the start of the session are wearing off already.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not feeling on top of my game, but I, kept that under my hat to avoid any kind of like filibuster-centric not session happening kind of things.
Who would
On the
do
plus
that?
side, you get to milk an extra session's experience out of combating next time.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm just gonna write a note in like the chat so we remember for next week about like the killing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do. Did you save an innocent life? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you fucking did. I was genuinely surprised that all of them came out of this situation alive.
Me too.
Did you defeat a solo or a treacherous? Yeah, that was a treacherous encounter. That was multiple elites and your number in units. And you had civilians to protect. But it sure didn't look treacherous by the fact that Savin got 11 crits.
Yeah.
Stay mad,
And I
bitch.
got,
Dab, dab, dab,
I
dab, dab.
think, 1 or 2, and the numbers were so low that you all scoffed at them. No, I got 1 that you scoffed at, and then another that you fucking ignored and, like, no-sold me on.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Still, it was treacherous. It's another experience. Learn something new about the world. Attitude General.
Let's see. The cult is actually on the move attacking villages now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're in the open.
Dude, you take on or create a major quest, complete a quest. No.
No.
I mean, we just took on a major quest to save this town from the fucking dragon cult.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
But yeah, alright, yeah, take on is a thing, so it's 4. Uncover a rare magic item or treasure hoard.
Yeah,
I'd
we
call
sure got
that
the treasure
giant
hoard.
magical gem that we got, like that will enchant and bring. send it
Yeah,
to Golem
usually
and
I'm like,
treasure-
look, your
treasure
kill
treasure
loot
hoard.
off of the monsters doesn't count. Like, skinning them for things doesn't count. But the sheer audacity and large number, and also the old hull necklace maneuver. Yeah, alright, I'll give you that. This was a 5 EXP session, which is impressive for
Rad.
essentially a full combat session, so fucking well done.
So 250.
I'm gonna milk
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
dragon.
technically the treasure hoard found you, I guess, is more correct to say.
So I'll look right there. In the
I'm
chat
sorry,
there,
guys.
Star,
It
do I need
has to happen. It's literally just free money.
Is there anything I'm missing
I
there
know,
about
I
the
know.
encounter?
They will forever call this the Battle of Pearl Necklace.
Is everything right in the chat there, Scow, or am I missing anything? With the...
No, that last thing is incorrect. It's not attacks
Last
to
thing
hit
is incorrect?
enemies. It's because of all of the thick smoke. You have disadvantage
just
against any
period
target
anywhere on
who
the
is just 10 meters away from you. But that is written in
Okay.
the lair function, so don't worry about it.
But everything else in there is right. The cultists
Yep.
and the villager saving.
Correct. Yeah, I've set you up with a challenge. I've set you up with dark tidings. There are people here who you might not be able to say. No, there are. I can't imagine none of them dying. That's, I think, impossible.
I'm going to do my
It'd be a
damnedest
tall
to prevent
order.
it.
If we had Dimension Door and a Tristan, it would totally be possible, but I don't think.
Well, yeah. If a horse could deliver you to the front of all of our enemies immediately, then yeah, sure.
Hold on, wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry, Dimension Door is one of the spells I did not pick up.
Scout, how much damage would someone take if they got shot out of a ballista?
How much does the ballista do?
Not that much, honestly.
I don't think you can shoot a person out of a ballista. You have too much fucking drag.
I mean,
A catapult, sure. A catapult literally heaves like spherical objects. A ballista, I think, would probably just wound you quite badly and send you skidding forwards like a couple of meters.
oh,
That's a good point, I guess.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
sure
you're probably
that immediate acceleration of twang would just tear into your fucking legs and potentially break your wings as they try and stop the fucking immediate acceleration they're going through. The reason the whole
Yeah.
catapult fling kind of works is because it has to do that, like, the full swing
the
to
fulcrum.
work its way up.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've got a fulcrum
Yeah.
involved there. And even then,
They also-
in reality, it would have
Yeah, in
probably
reality it
shattered the
would kill you,
tailbones
but,
of
you know.
most people anyway.
Yeah, the catapult works because the large surface area accelerates
Yeah.
with you instead of just this fucking inch.
Yeah, it is a inch thick line that shoots through your asshole. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, you cannot ballista yourself across the river. It's a very fun way to explode your ankles, though, if you're desperate to break them.
Well, don't worry, Skow. I'm going to be pumping magic missiles out the wazoo for this.
Yeah,
I would recommend your fingers, but, there's
we'll
going to be
figure
plenty of
something out.
wazoo pumping, I'm sure.
That's true.
Alright, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for 70. Till then, adios, and do take care.